Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we are continuing to build this guy here. This is the X-Men Mansion. We have done 2 other streams on this, building it. And so, well, 3 others. I'm sorry, this is part 4. And if you missed those, please go back and watch them. I am going to make a playlist after this one because tonight's going to be the final one. We've got 7 bags. I typically do 5 or 6 in a stream. However, I don't want to do 5 or 6 and just have 1 or 2 left over and do a small stream. So we're just going to go ahead and finish it off tonight. And it'll be a little bit longer than usual. And I need to go grab the instructions. And I need to plug in the camera properly, the other camera. So I'll be back in like 30 seconds, if even that. Okay, I am back with the instructions. You don't even remember me starting this one. Don't know what to say, John. Okay, let's see. So I finished this one. Okay, so I have this one. Yeah, and I did not start this one. All right, so let's change cameras. Sorry, I had to get my bearings. I hadn't done this for a couple days, so it's been kind of weird. Okay, so here we have what's done so far. We've got this side over here to build tonight. And that is going to start us off on bag number 18. So let me go ahead and set this aside. And we can go ahead and start bag 18. And let's see. Jelly Bricks, I like your comments, so I'm gonna go yours first. You said you got a bunch of Legos for Christmas. Would you mind sharing what you got? What you received? And speaking of Christmas, I would love to hear how all of your Christmases went for all of you. I said that really weird. I'd be interested in how each of your Christmas things went. And I'm sorry, yeah. Let's see. Hello, Mrs. Chip. Hello, John. Hello, Jelly Bricks. Including the Lego Spider-Man versus Sandman final battle and the Lego Creator Sunken Treasure. Oh, I like that one, actually. I like them both. I even got the Lego Cabin, but it's from... Oh, I don't care if it's a knockoff. Sometimes that's the only way to go because let's get real. Lego is expensive. I mean, Lego is so expensive that the company thinks they can tell us that we can't say Legos. But I do like Legos. And I say that on purpose. But hello, Ken. How you doing? And it says, hello, Jeff. I'm sitting here watching my favorite YouTube person. I'm on the part of the body of my Porsche. I just hang out at the house Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, I'll tell you about my Christmas in a little bit, but yeah, good to hear you had a good Christmas. Sometimes just relaxing is the best thing to do. And I can't find the other piece for his little gun thing. So I think what I'll do... Oh, he didn't have the other one for the other one. Okay, cool. I thought I was missing a piece. Here I go blabbing on. But let's see. I started my F-16, says John. Lego's my egos. Yeah, all right. Oh, sorry, covering his head. Here we go. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and cruise along here. Jelly Brick says I even got a fart pen. Well, as long as it works. So let me tell you about my Christmas. Christmas was interesting. Spencer called me and because of some women issues, he needed to move out in a hurry. So I went down with my truck on Christmas Eve, and actually no, it was the 23rd. I picked him up, brought him back to the house. He spent the night, and then on Christmas Eve, we went back over there, picked up his stuff, the rest from the apartment, because he had some stuff. So I don't know. Let me start all over, because I'm saying that all crazy. On the 23rd, I picked up Spencer and what stuff he had on him. Then we spent the night here, went back down Christmas Eve, and we picked up the rest of his stuff from his ex-lady friend's apartment. And then we drove over to a place where he signed a lease. And we moved him in that day on Christmas Eve. And then we went to my parents' house. We had Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve at my parents' house. So we had a good time. Let's see. Broken Bone Bricks. Hello, it's nice to make a stream for a few minutes. I've been very busy lately. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. And happy holidays to you as well. So we got Spencer situated. On Christmas Eve, had the Christmas dinner. And boy, was my parents' house packed. There was over 40 people in my parents' house. And we had a great time. We did a white elephant gift exchange. I actually ended up with something nice this time. I ended up with a hand blender, which I like those little things. So lucky no one stole it from me, because you're allowed to steal a gift twice. And mine never got stolen. So I ended up with the hand blender. So that was nice. Then we did other gifts that were not exchanged. Just, you give a person a gift, you opened it. I got a Lego gift card from my mom, which I always appreciate that. Thanks, Mom. Let's see. Christmas Day was really busy. Christmas Day, I had breakfast next door at my neighbors. They invited me to go over their son's house, and their son and I we're friends. He likes Lego as well as I do, and he's got a bunch of them. He's got a pretty big collection, mostly Star Wars. But the problem is he lives 2 hours away, and with just moving my son and all the driving I'd done over the last couple of days, I just couldn't. I couldn't go. I was too tired. So I declined. I stayed home, went to sleep, took a very long nap, like a 5-hour nap. I tell you, I was tired yesterday. And when I woke up, my sister sent me a message saying, hey, we decided to have Christmas dinner at my house. You're welcome to come by. So, of course, I got the message an hour before the dinner starts. And I live 45 minutes away. So, rushed over there, took care of that. Had a nice time at dinner, actually. Got to talk to my nephew who lives in Oregon. Got to catch up with him a little bit. And then came home, sorted some more Lego. And I'll tell you more about that later. And I ended up sleeping 10 hours last night. So I'm actually feeling pretty good today. And let's see. I got very far on my Porsche 917K model kit since I got it last week, Wednesday. I'm still having the GM Bricklayer Lego windmill in a medieval house. I am sorry. I don't know why I cannot speak tonight. It's 44 degrees here. Wow. I wish we were that warm. Right now, we are only 31. And by the way, we got 3 inches of snow in the last 24 hours. And so when I went between the house and the shop a couple of times a day, I was trudging in a little bit of snow. Not bad. 3 inches is not bad for here. I mean, we certainly get worse. But I actually hope it snows some more, because we have not had a whole lot of snow so far this year. And it's kind of scary, because all of us around here are on well water. And our wells are, mine's like 120 feet deep. So if it doesn't snow a lot, it will dry up. And then I don't know what I'd do for water. So we need some more snow. And let's see. Jelly Brick says, I also got Funko Pops, one being Fallout Boy and the other Dino Pool. I put it away, but I have an R2D2 Funko Pop. And it was given to me years ago. And I used to have it just sitting right there on the fireplace mantle. I actually like it quite a bit. And I don't want to open it because I want it to stay brand new. Let's see. Oh, we need these. And I am trying my hardest to talk and stream at the same time. It's none of your guys' fault. I'm just not that coordinated to be able to do something like that. In fact, I'm so uncoordinated, I have to undo this. But let's see. Jelly Brick says he also got the Lego Breaking Bad RV. I saw that online, a mock of it. I don't know if it's the same one, but I think it's pretty cool. And every time I went through New Mexico, all those times I went to Texas, I always thought of Breaking Bad because it's supposed to have taken place in New Mexico. So, and just like that, we're done with bag number 18. Now we're on to bag 19. Let's see. Jelly Brick says he's built some of the Lego sets. I'm assuming he meant for Christmas. I even built the Ergo Santa sleigh with 4. Oh, I like that one. I had that one came out last year, I think, and I thought that was pretty cool. I will catch up on comments, I promise. Let's see. The Lego Breaking Bad RV has the pink teddy bear from the show. Okay. I'll be honest, I have only seen bits and pieces of that show. I'd never really watched the whole thing. My nephew, Josh, who I did see this last Christmas at my sister's house, he loved that show. Now, I say nephew, he's 30, 30 something. I'm the fourth out of 5 children in my house. So growing up. So my older siblings are considerably older than I am. The pink teddy bear resembles Walter's actions and consequences. Okay. And Ken says, I saw the new Sonic 3 for free at home with my jailbreak USB stick. Okay. Yeah. My daughter Natalie likes to do that. And I think that's pretty cool. I admit I'm technologically challenged, and I'm also speech challenged too, if you can't tell. So they have us put this little tile in here, and it says Xavier School. Oh man, I can't see that with my glasses. Somebody's name signed in cursive right here, this little white thing. But we're going to cover it right up, which is why I wanted to show you. It's like a little Easter egg, and I've noticed that Lego's been doing that lately. They've not just lately, but they've been doing it more and more. Is what I mean. They've always kind of done it, but I've noticed, like in the Avengers Tower and the Daily Bugle behind the elevator, they put a coffee mug, which I don't understand. But Jelly Brick says, I really think the Lego Breaking Bad set I gotten is cool. And it does sound cool, man. I mean, I like I said, I saw a rendition of it online. Not sure if it's the same one that you got, but I mean, Breaking Bad is a very popular story. Even someone like me who doesn't watch TV that much, I've heard of it and I know what it is and I know what it's about. Obviously, because there's obvious drug references to it, I can't say much about it on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like drug references for some reason. I mean, as long as you're not trying to sell them, I don't see the problem with talking about it personally, because, I mean, it's kind of like ignoring the fact that there's bars on just about every corner in some cities. I mean, it's part of life. It exists. So why can't we talk about it? I don't know. Ask the YouTube overlords. Let's see. No motor cars, no electricity. Oh, hey, Greg, how you doing? Sorry, I missed your comment up there. It scrolled up on me. I'm going to watch The Sixth Sense tonight. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that one too. Haven't seen it. Oh, and I've been making progress, guys, on the putting away the Legos. And yes, I'm going to say Legos just because I feel like it. I don't really care what Lego wants me to say. I'll call them Legos if I want to. And I've been putting away my Legos, and it's been going pretty well. In fact, very well. I'm almost done with the reddish brown. And after reddish brown, I've got tan, white, yellow, and then the trans pieces, and I'm done. I've been ordering those little cabinets a few at a time because I am on a rural, I can never say it, rural route instead of urban, rural. I can't say that. Anyway, and the carrier drives their own vehicle. And those cabinets are pretty large, and I've been ordering 2 to 4 at a time, and I think they're getting sick of me. And so when I went to the post office today, I just asked the clerk, I said, hey, I want to get these cabinets faster than 2 or 4 at a time because it's slowing me down getting this done. I asked her what I could do, and she said, well, why don't you just order it to your P.O. box, which I had never thought of, and order as many as you want. We'll hold it here at the post office. You can just come pick it up rather than her deliver it. So I went ahead and ordered 10 of each of those cabinets today. And they're supposed to be in on, was it Monday? So I'll spend the weekend cataloging what pieces I have, because I catalog them in a database first, and then it tells me how to put it away so I can find it easier. Yeah, I've gotten kind of high tech about it. So been working on that quite a bit, actually. Let's see. Yes, I did say trans pieces. In Lego, trans means nothing like the politically correct stuff we've been hearing about lately. Trans pieces mean the clear pieces, translucent, like trans clear, trans yellow, trans light blue, trans light or dark blue. They've got trans neon green. They've got a bunch of see-through pieces, and those are called trans pieces. So yes, I do have a ton of Lego trans pieces that I need to put away. No, actually, the trans pieces are the ones that they're red, but they say they're brown. I'm just kidding. Probably get in trouble for that kind of humor on here, but yeah, that's how it goes. Oh wow. Oh, these comments. Let's see. And John says, "Merry Christmas," and I agree. Merry Christmas. Not a single luxury, says Greg. Worked on my Lego cabin, but did not finish it. It's TMR. It's an amazing story, Jeff. Thanks, Ken. John says, I'm trying to slowly get back into building my Kobe Bricks F-16. And my cabin was kind of confusing. Is this the A-frame cabin? If it is, I will agree that is a confusing set to put together, and the stinking roof keeps sliding off on mine. I had to make modifications to it. And I probably should show you guys more when I do modifications, because I know I build them and stuff, and I show you the finished product, do a review on it, but then I never go back and show you guys when I modify them. And a lot of times I do, because I like the product Lego. And one of the reasons I like it is because if you don't like something, you're literally only limited by your budget and your imagination on how many changes you can make and make it different. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm actually really grateful for what I have, but I have a lot of spare pieces, loose pieces that I can change. I can usually change things the way I want pretty easily. So I am grateful for that. And I usually do make changes. Okay. Well, this is the first time I've ever seen a window that is completely darkened all the way through. And let's see. Never heard of delivering bigger items to a P.O. box. Yeah, it keeps the carrier from having to bring it to you. And I do care about that because my sister is a carrier. And my daughter used to be a carrier. So I know. And also my uncle retired from being a carrier. So I've known quite a few people that have been postal carriers. And I know the struggles that they go through and the demands the post office puts on them. It's not an easy job like a lot of people think. They think, oh, government job, real easy. No, it's actually not. So I try to be kind to my postal carrier. I have no idea whether they appreciate it or not, but kind of don't really care because I'm doing it for me because I want to be a good person. So, and let's see. I told my buddy in Texas as a New Year's resolution, no more talking politics till January 20th. I had Wingstop for dinner. All right. Well, that's good, Greg. I had leftovers. My sister sent me home with the plate of food from Christmas dinner, and that's what I had. And it was ham, turkey, mashed potatoes, homemade mac and cheese. It was actually really good. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the instructions here. So this thing right here is going to be able to slide. Oh, shoot. Let me show you this. Okay. So you have this right here, and it's able to slide, revealing a different thing in the background here. So anyway, there we go. And John says he knew that. I'm assuming he's talking about the trans pieces. Yeah, I think I said that wrong. Trans Lego pieces are the ones that are red, but they identify as being blue. Which reminds me, speaking of colors, you guys know that I like the News the Weird, and I've read their stuff on here a couple times. So today's going to be no exception. I've got it pulled up over here, and I think it's time, since we just talked about colors, to bring that about. So let me go ahead and... Oh, it's a classroom. It's a little desk. That's cool. I remember those little desks in school. Okay, let's read this. Okay. In Wyoming, okay. If you're hoping to extend your holiday spirit to your automobile and you live in Wyoming, think again. United Press International reported that the Wyoming Highway Patrol is reminding motorists that colored Christmas lights are not legal on civilian cars. The statute says that, quote, no person shall drive or move any vehicle or equipment upon any highway with any lamp or device thereon capable of displaying red or blue light visible from directly in front of the center thereof, close quote. Okay, that is a very confusing law. Okay. I'm not even trying to digest that. Just go ahead and say no red and blue lights on a car. How's that? That'd be easier law to understand. In other words, only cops get to get red and blue lights on their car. The Wyoming Highway Patrol posted a photo on December 2nd with a car completely covered in Christmas lights being pulled over and given a ticket. Okay. Kind of a dumb story, but I like News of the Weird. It's always been one of my favorites. And Mrs. Chip asked, getting some projects done this weekend. Yes, I am. I am actually thinking about doing a double header tonight. What I mean by that is I'm looking at my Lego pile over here, And I thought that I was going to be able to keep up with it, but I have not been able to. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking a couple of hours off of this live stream when I'm done and starting a later night one. And I've got 3 of this set right here. And I'm thinking about doing all 3 versions. And the reason I want to do that is a piece of my city is going to have an under the sea section. And I want to get as much under the sea stuff that I can. And I bought all 3 of these. So you've got 3 different types here. And they're all, they're all different with the same pieces, but different creations. And I think it looked pretty cool under the sea. And I have some other under the sea sets already. And I always get 3 when I do the 3-in-1s. So I'm thinking about doing that. And John says fried chicken. Okay, we're talking about what they got dinner. And Greg's saying chicken wings. Greg says, what did the snowman say to each other? I don't know, Greg. I got some ideas, but they're not. My mind immediately went to something very perverted. So I'll just wait for your answer rather than give my answer. Okay, we just started bag number 20. And we've got all the way to bag 24. Or, yeah, 24. Oh, gosh. And I want to say, too, that I did put out a video this morning about my Lego haul. If you didn't watch that, please go do it. It's about a 10-minute video. And I'm very serious about being able to start up my city again. I'm really looking forward to doing that. That's what this whole entire thing is about, me spending all this time reorganizing my parts. And I'm happy to tell you that I've saved over 90 drawers so far by reorganizing, because I'm finding that many drawers with more than one drawer with the same piece in it. I'm finding that a lot, which is why I created this database. So it is taking extra time to do it, but in my opinion, it's well worth the hassle of doing it. And so this weekend will be spent cataloging Lego parts, building some more Legos, possibly doing the Java sail barge review video. I did find my sail barge, thank goodness. Had a little bit of help with that. And I know I told you I had like 71 27-gallon totes full of Legos out there. Well, I was messing around in my basement, and I'd forgotten that right next to the bottom of the stairs, kind of off the side, I had put 2 more totes full of Legos there. And that was because the next trip to Texas, that was going to be the first thing to go. And, well, I'm not going to Texas anymore, but I forgot about them. So what I'm trying to tell you is I have 73 27-gallon totes full of Lego. Quite a lot. One of these days, I will get through it all and figure out what exactly do I have. And I've been cataloging it on Brickset and Brick Economy. And I just need to keep going with that. Keep the cataloging going, because I want to know how many I have. I've got a lot. Ken says, I still want to see the new Gladiator 2 for free at home. I'm trying to get caught up on my model build. Yeah, I totally understand that too. Jelly Brick says, so I could put some Halloween decor on the Lego cabin, Halloween decorations or animals. Okay. Well, I've got a bunch of pumpkins. The sunken treasure mission seems so cool. I can't wait to build it tomorrow. You smell carrots too. Actually, I heard a really dumb joke the other day about a snowman. It's so dumb, I got to tell it. So you're not supposed to know that it's a snowman, but because, well, I already let the cat out of the bag. It was, you know, I was driving along and it was really cold. And I saw this guy that all he had was a pipe in his mouth and a scarf on and a hat. And he seemed really cold. So I let him in my car and I asked him where he wanted to go, but he was really quiet. And I decided to give him a ride anyway. And I stopped to get gas. And when I stopped to get gas, the guy just disappeared without saying anything. And he peed all over my seat and disappeared. And of course, you know, because he was supposed to be a snowman. I told you it was a dumb joke. And I didn't do it justice because usually if I think a joke's funny, I'll remember all of it. But I really didn't think it was all that funny. So, which reminds me, why would I be telling you guys? I don't know. Yeah, but late. Yeah, it'll be late. Ken says, I had a blue-white LED headlights in my car till I got pulled over and told you can't have them on my car here in Georgia. Really? You can't? Ah, man. Okay, well. You know something, Ken? I was thinking about that the other day. I worked with the lady, Ann, I think her name's Ann Norton, if I remember right. Yeah, Norton. I'm pretty sure that was her last name. She was my supervisor for a while at the hospital. And I remember her telling me, and I just thought about this the other day when I was thinking about my streams, that she's originally from Atlanta, Georgia. She was living in Virginia. And I know it's a big place, so you probably don't know her, but she always talked about wanting to go back after she retired. And that's why she was no longer my supervisor. She did retire, and I didn't keep in touch with her, so I don't know if she ever did make it back to Georgia like she wanted to. And I've only been to Georgia a few times, and that's just to drive through to go somewhere else. And I apologize, but I never really stopped there. When Mrs. Chip was going from what do you call it? Her basic training. We went through that area. So, because I had to get her through her AIT. This was years ago. Because Mrs. Chip's now been in the military almost 18 years. So, how late will the other stream be? I really don't know, John, because I'm going to relax for a little bit after this stream. And then when I'm ready to go, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a go. I'm going to at least take an hour break in between. I can tell you that. So I don't think I finished my story. When it comes to ordering the Legos or Lego cabinets, I ordered 10 of the small, 10 of the large, and they'll be here Monday. So I need to spend a good chunk of time this weekend working on cataloging the parts so that when those drawers get here, all I have to do is put them inside the cabinets and have it ready to go. Cataloging takes the longest, not putting them away in the cabinets. Oh, bless you, Max. Usually up until 12. Okay. Well, I will try to start it before then. Because that'd be 11 o'clock my time, and it's only 6 here. Yeah, I'll try to do it before then. Yeah, we still got a lot to do after this. I'm looking at the pile over here. I know we've talked about doing the Batmobile next, and I'm still okay with that. So um, I did not do my Christmas live streaming like I thought. The nightmare. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Nightmare Before Christmas. How's that? Okay. And I still want to do that one before it gets too far away from Christmas. I started making Rue's next batch of beef jerky. I think it's awesome that Rue and you get along so well. I really do. And yeah, you know that I have my dog Enzo. He's actually doing pretty good. I took him. I get to take him almost everywhere with me. So when I think I told you guys the story, but if I didn't, the day before Christmas, I took Spencer. Spencer went with me, and we went to Home Depot. And oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Enzo, he was on a leash, and there were plants on the floor. And Enzo just walked up to a plant and peed on it right there in Lowe's. And at first I was really embarrassed, but then I looked, and you could tell that a different dog before mine had already marked that spot, which is probably why he did it. But yeah, Enzo just straight up went up to a plant in Home Depot and marked it. So he's doing what dogs do, I guess. I was embarrassed, but there was a Home Depot employee there, and they said, don't worry about it. They would take care of it. And I was like, okay. But I was still embarrassed because I don't really want other people taking care of what my animal does. It's my animal. It's my responsibility. Okay, this piece is not normally, no, it's okay, good. I want to challenge myself with perfect grade Gundam sometime. I'm sorry, Ken. I don't mean to sound uncultured, but I don't know what that is. All right, we are on to another bag, which in this case is bag 21. So let me slide that over. So yeah, this is going pretty well. I do like this build. I do have a critique of it, and I think I said it last time. I think that, if you look at it, over half the plate is not used by a building. It is so scrunched, the mansion, and in the movie, the mansion was much bigger than this. So I wish that Lego would have spent more on the building, but oh well. I just work here, right? I'm just kidding. I don't even work here. So hey, Brixplorium, and that's Trevor. How you doing, man? It's been a while. How was your Christmas? Oh boy, can't find that bracket. Oh, there it is. Doing well, been busy, had a great Christmas. Awesome, man. If you guys don't mind me asking, what kind of Christmas traditions do you guys have? And while I'm waiting for answers, I'll just tell you, mine, and I kind of did go over this, but we usually have Christmas dinner at my mom's and dad's. And then we usually do a white elephant gift exchange. And then once we do that, the dinner is usually turkey and ham, both, which we did do. And now, some years my kids come see me. This year, no one did, but that's okay. It's not because anybody's mad. It's because they did that last year. So this year was the time for them to go elsewhere, which they did, which I extremely appreciate, just having my kids. And I just appreciate the fact that me and my kids are close enough. We have a close enough tie that I usually hear from one of my kids every day. And I've talked to Mrs. Chip, and she does as well. That's one thing about us. We stay close to our kids. All right. You fine, buddy. It's a plastic model kit. I'm about ready to go back to work and start making again. Okay. Well, let me know how that turns out. And Ken, if you're comfortable, you're always welcome to post pictures on my Facebook group for this channel. It's called the same. It's the Chip Off the Old Block Toys. And you'll see a yellow apartment building as the picture. You're always welcome to post your Lego or even plastic models. I mean, hey, this is a hobby channel. I actually like this little like baby blue color. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. You put stuff in the wrong spots. All right. Uh-oh. See, that's the only time that having a big belly helps. You just press it against there, and your stuff falls there instead of on the floor, which wouldn't be too bad because I did vacuum today in here. As you guys know, with Enzo and his hair, keeping on top of that hair is a huge issue around here. And in fact, Enzo, right after I vacuumed, decided to go out in the open over here and just kick. And he's got his winter coat in. So, boy, it just flung the hair everywhere. I actually went over and vacuumed again real quick. Like to stay on top of that hair. I can't stand the hair. Which actually, you guys want to see him? So, Ken, I just have a small glass of eggnog on Christmas morning. Okay. Enzo, come here. Come on, man. He's got to stretch, everybody. You guys know Enzo. You gonna stretch? He's the channel mascot. Anyway. All right, let me slide this over here. Guess who's back? It would be Jelly Bricks. Or is it Dr. Dre and Snoop Doggy Dogg? That's actually one of my favorite songs of theirs. You know who one of my favorite rap groups are? The Beastie Boys. And perhaps my favorite song of theirs is Brass Monkey. If you guys know that stuff. Brixplorium says, I have either duck or goose for dinner, then German swollen for dessert. My wife and I exchange gifts on Christmas Eve. Then usually in January, February, I go to my mom's house and visit. So, awesome. You know, you're not the only one that I know that does that. My brother-in-law, Steve, he's been married 3 times, and he has a total of 8 kids. Yes, I know he needs to stay off of her, but yeah, he's got 8 kids, and because of that, and because of the fact of the different marriages, it's hard for them to get together on Christmas, and so they do theirs the week after Thanksgiving. They have their Christmas get together with everybody, and so yeah. And you know, you do it because the work schedule's okay. And had duck this year. Mr. Enzinator, yes. He really is a great dog, guys, and I really am happy to have him as a part of my life. I think sometimes he swears at me, though. I think sometimes some of the stuff I say he's just like, dude, shut up. I also like to serenade the dog and sing at him. Sometimes he howls back, and sometimes I swear he's growling. I'm not sure really which one. But he's a really good dog, and I'm really grateful to have him part of my life. He makes living out here a lot more enjoyable, and honestly, I'm not lonely because of him, because he is always there, always wants to be a part of whatever I'm doing. Just kind of your ride or die companion, if you know what I mean. And boy, does he like to ride. Every time I go in that truck, I better have him with me. Oh, awesome. Trevor says he's doing, did a live stream on Twitch on yesterday. I've been doing live streams since November 1st. That is awesome, dude. And in fact, I'm not sure if you're able to post a link, but I'm okay if you post a link to it. Okay, so we've got a bed with a little alcoholic bottle here. I guess they have to have a little nightcap to go to sleep here. And Merry Christmas, says John. And okay, saying hi to each other. Awesome. Are you also doing live streams about Lego or Lego sets, or if you don't mind me asking? I mean, I support people. I'm not territorial about this stuff at all. I think it's pretty dang cool that there's a large Lego community out there. I wish some of us got along more with others. I'm not going to call anybody out specifically, but I can tell you there's certain YouTubers that are, I wish they were just nicer to people. I'll just put it that way. I'll leave it there. Won't give any examples or anything because I'm not trying to trash talk anybody in particular, although I do have a few in mind. I've been on some live streams where some of them were like, "No, you can't promote yourself on here," and it's like, dude, whatever. I can understand if someone's spamming the crap out of your live stream, it'd be annoying, but yeah, brick building Lego, custom Lego. Oh, awesome. Well, what's your? I don't know how Twitch works. I'll be honest. I'm not as culturally evolved as I probably should be. What is your name, handle, channel? I don't know what they call it on Twitch, and I apologize. But if you want to share that name, that'd be great. Oh, there it is. I was like looking for this. Oh, okay, same name as Bricksport. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I will make a Twitch account because I don't have one. So how are things going over at the store there? Hey, Shauna, how you doing? How's your evening going? Did you work today? I know you said something about it being up in the air, whether you had to do that or not. I like this little dresser. It's got a little statue. It's got a bubble gum pack, a little radio. Actually, I like the little Lego radios. Of course, when I was a kid, we used to call them ghetto blasters. Probably somebody's offended by that today. I mean, I'm almost ready to like just tell people when I hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm offended." I'm about ready to say, "You're not surprising anybody," only because everyone's offended about everything. It's one of the reasons I like the Christmas season. It seems like more people are nicer during the Christmas season. You know what I mean? They just aren't as uptight and, well, I could say it a different way. I'll just leave it there. And remember, if you haven't taken down your Christmas tree, that's shameful because, you know, we have 365 days for the next Christmas. I mean, let the other holidays come first. What are you thinking? And I'm just being sarcastic, if you didn't know. Don't want to offend anybody. Yes, I'm playing both sides of the fence right now. All right. We've got 2 bags after this one, and then this set will be complete. I do like this set quite a bit. Just like I said, I wish they'd spent a little bit more on making the building a little bit bigger, especially because the price point on this, it was like I think it was $239. Oh, okay. So you did work today. Oh, okay. Man, these comments came in really fast. I want to eventually stream on YouTube, maybe simulcast both. Yeah, that would be cool. And I do Rumble on YouTube at the same time. I know that StreamYard will let me do more than that, but I haven't set up the other ones. Store is doing okay. We were busy last week. Oh yeah, I'm glad. That's good news for you guys that you were busy like that. So it's what you always want to see around this time of year. So that's awesome. I almost bought the Lego Titanic. And I say almost because, well, I decided not to because that would have eaten up all my money. And I've been trying to save a little bit of money because on January the 1st and then again on January the 4th, there are quite a few sets coming out that I want to get. So some of them are city related too. So just trying to save my money for that little bit, and then we can have more live stream content. I have been thinking about watching midget wrestling in person again. I went a year and a half ago. It was a lot of fun. And by the way, I think it's kind of funny how some people get offended when you use the word midget. And then you go to these things, these midget wrestling things, and they actually interviewed one of the wrestlers, and he said that he likes being called a midget and that it doesn't bother him. In fact, he likes the fact that he's able to do midget wrestling and make a comfortable living for him and his family, you know, using the fact that he is short, and he doesn't find offense to it. So it's funny how some people want to be offended for others on their behalf when the actual person that should be offended doesn't give a crap. That always makes me laugh. And yeah, me and Spencer, I bought 13 of the boxes off the Pick-a-Brick wall. Went really well. I was able to get quite a few pieces. In fact, that was part of my video I just did. And that video had, I talked about my Bricklink order, my online Pick-a-Brick order, and then the 13 Pick-a-Brick boxes off the wall. And if you didn't watch that, please do. It's the 10-minute video. I'll probably drop it. I'll probably change the description and drop it in there. But it was a really good haul, and it gave me a lot of pieces that I need to continue the city, which I want to get back to. I really enjoy building the city. And now that the walls are partially insulated, it's not as cold in the thing out in that shop. So I should be able to work on it. And if not, I've got my brownie suit, my Carhartts. And he says, how is Mike doing, Trevor? And Shauna says, better now she's got off work. She's doing better. Okay. So did you work a full shift or just a little bit? Greg says, I'm fine. Went to work and got Wingstop today. Oh, yes, I did. Enough people were working on building the KU football stadium that they needed us to shuttle them to their car. Okay. All right. Actually, Trevor, that's exactly what Mrs. Chip has talked about in the past, is like just hanging hearts off the tree for Valentine's, and hanging 4-leaf clovers off for St. Patrick's Day, that kind of stuff. Now, we've never actually done that. We've only talked about it. So, but I mean, I don't think there's any shame in it, especially if you have an artificial tree and it's not going to die. Why not? My sister had those Christmas lights put on her house permanently. And the cool thing about it is that inside the house, you can change the color of the lights. So they never have to come down. You just change the colors, and you can like alternate the colors too. So for like 4th of July, you can do red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, so on and so forth. And then St. Patrick's Day, of course, you can do all green. Actually, I think it's a great idea. Why not? Ski Biddy. I don't know what that is. Greg, are you going to eat some cabbage and black-eyed peas for New Year? I do the cabbage for, what do you call that? St. Patty's Day. I have a different name for that meal, but it'd probably be found offensive on here. Not by you guys, by the YouTube overlords. Because I think I have a cool group of people here. I don't think you guys are easily offended because I've said some things and you guys don't really care. So, but I don't want anything to come to the attention of the overlords and then, you know, they say, oh, we don't like your channel. KU Rock Chalk. Okay. I'm still here, says Jelly Bricks. Okay. Sounds fun. I am hanging hearts from the tree soon. Okay, cool. And Shauna says, just a partial shift. We rebid this Sunday, and since KU is off for Christmas, the route I drive after the CC charter doesn't run. Okay. Oh, yeah. I would love to know how that goes. Your bid. Let me know what you get. Okay, someone has to explain why there's a olive green frog on top of the lid of the dumpster. That doesn't make any sense to me, but then again, I don't. Maybe it's something in the movie that I just don't get. Okay, so we got the little dumpster back here, and we are done with yet another bag. So let's grab the next bag, which is bag 23. Enzo's doing pretty good, Greg. I had him up here more than a few minutes ago. But he's doing really good. I really got a compliment from our neighbors yesterday when I was at breakfast. They made the comment that they're really happy to see Enzo's progression from being scared of everything to actually reaching out and wanting people's attention. He really has come a long way in the 2 years that I've had him, and it's been a difficult 2 years for me because I've had rescues before, but I've never had a rescue that was as bad off as Enzo. Enzo's just been a real big challenge because of the amount of work that he has required. But I'm not complaining. I'm very happy to have him, and I'm happy that he is making the progress that he has made. And he's come out of his shell, and that he is more confident of himself. And nothing makes me happier than to know that he is comfortable being here. Because see, Enzo's the opposite of all the girls I knew in high school, because after they got to know me, they wanted to run. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. And actually, how was your high school experience? So I'll tell you mine. I didn't like high school. I finished high school in 3 years and graduated early because I hated it. Maybe it was just the high school I went to, but people were just so immature. There were fights almost every day, and people tried to start stuff with me, and I hated it. I really did. And when I talked to my counselor that one day, and he's like, well, if you don't like high school, why don't you just graduate early? And I said, can I do that? How do I do that? And he says, well, you're only short like 2 classes. So if you take a couple extra classes, you will finish a whole year early. as soon as I heard that, I determined that I was going to get it done, and I did. And I remember that when I went to the last meeting where we got to pick our classes, because I was a junior technically, I had to go to the meeting, and they had me pick my classes. And I told them, I said, I'm not going to be here. I'm graduating early. And they didn't believe me. They're like, oh, we hear that a lot. And then you end up with no classes. Then you graduate even later. And I was like, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to graduate. But they made me fill out the forms to tell them what classes I wanted to take. And so I put down like auto shop, woodworking. We had metal shop even. I just picked a bunch of BS classes. And the guy was like, no, you have to redo it. That those aren't classes. You need the English. You need the math. I was like, dude, look at my transcripts. I've already done all this. So they made me redo it. And, well, I didn't have to show up next year because I finished, so I didn't care. How many more pieces? I would say, if I had to guess, maybe about 150, maybe a little bit more. But after this roof is just a couple of, it's a minifigure and a lamppost, that kind of stuff. It's stuff that goes pretty quickly. So we're definitely on the tail end of this. Hey, how you doing? Never too old for Lego. It's good to see you, man. So it's been a little bit since I've seen you. How you been? Yeah, I'll do a review on this as well in a couple days. Hopefully it'll just be a couple days. I always say that and then it ends up being longer, but I am hoping to get it done in a couple days. Let's see. I'm having SOS with sausage gravy for dinner. Ran out of biscuits. Okay. That sounds like my middle school. Jelly bricks. Yeah. Trevor, I went to a small Lutheran school, high school. They did not allow early graduation, so I ended up with 6 study halls. You know, that's the thing right there. Like, that was one of the ones they wanted me to take, because like when he told me that he didn't like my schedule, the guy's like, well, how about study hall? And it's like, I don't need study hall. I mean, seriously, you gonna give me credit for just sitting in a library, picking my nose and making jokes and pissing off the librarian? Which, by the way, I do have a story behind that. The librarian did not like me. She was an old, crusty lady. And she threw me out of the library several times. And one day I was in there, and I wasn't even being obnoxious. I know. Imagine me not being obnoxious, but it did happen occasionally. And it was a really cold day, which California, where I was at, didn't have cold days. But, you know, I was dressed properly, and I had gloves, hat, and nice winter coat. And I was in the library, and she came up to my group that we were sitting at the table, and she was like, if you're not quiet, I'm going to throw you out of here. And I was like, we weren't being noisy, because we really weren't. And she goes, well, it's a good thing your mommy knows how to dress you really warm. And I, with stone cold face, looked at her and go, that's not funny. My mom's dead. And my mom, of course, is not dead. She's still alive today. You should have seen the look on her face. Her jaw dropped, and she apologized and walked away and left me alone. And I should have never done that, because that's not nice to say that your mom's dead when she's not. But I was just tired of her being an old hag. Oh, shoot. What's up, Max? Max is starting to stir over there. If you guys don't know, I have a radiant heater, and infrared down there on the floor, and Max will literally lay so close to, I swear he's going to singe those whiskers off. But hey, you know what? That's just him. That's what he does. All right, looks like we're coming to an end on this, on the building that is. I love these chimneys. Okay, we got to put the little... I love these little things, these little hot dogs, but man, they got so many colors for them now. They got black, brown, light bluish gray. They've got the sand green, and then, of course, the red ones. Okay. I am not challenged. I will figure this out. Well, yes, I am challenged, but in my own ways. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we have this part done. And now we just got to build a couple figures here. I'm going to slide this out of the way. Greg, the other ones are doing really good. Okay, fair enough. Never too old for Lego. You are correct. I did take a hiatus. Yeah, I did. So that is very fair. How's the other cats? They're doing good. Buddy is actually in the house right now. I've been letting Buddy in the house more. It also means I have extra work because I swear when Buddy's in the house, I've got to do the cat box a whole lot more. I mean, that cat is just a poop manufacturer. He's really cute though, and he is loving. So, I mean, there is a benefit of having him here. And also, I am kind of afraid for my cats to be outside, and that's because Enzo killed a fox a couple weeks ago that was in the backyard, and it was near the chicken coop that I found it dead, and it was obvious that Enzo got him because the way that it was shredded. Yeah, he really tore apart that fox. So, kind of scared to have my cats out there because foxes will sometimes go after cats. But so far, I've got all my cats out there. You guys know about Sadie. She's a girl cat that showed up about a year ago, just randomly. And she was feral. And here lately, I've been working with her, trying to get her to be okay with me. And I can now pet her with no problem. In fact, sometimes when I open the back door, she'll rub her head against my legs, which if you knew how scared she was when she first got here or was dumped here or whatever happened, so I'm not really sure how she got here. It's just really cool to see her transformation and to see her now be friendly and not feral anymore. She used to hiss at me too. She doesn't hiss at all at me. She's super cool. So a little bit of progress there with the feral cat. Good going. Yeah. He's coming into his own. He really is. And afterwards, Enzo told me it tastes just like chicken. Because everything tastes like chicken, right? Including chickens. All right, so we just put this little sign right here that says Xavier School. And we've got this lamp post. Which, by the way, if you didn't see the video with the haul, I got about 200 of these white lamp posts. All right. This is the last bag right here. We almost got it done. In my opinion, this has been a fun set to put together. I like the dark orange, especially because I use that on the Grand Lion Hotel. Is this supposed to be a fire hydrant that's been knocked off? I think so. Oh, yes, it is, because there is the water on the ground. Okay. What's the next build? The next build is going to be the Batmobile. Unless I do a live stream tonight later on, and then it'll be the 3-in-1 creator right here. This one. I'm going to do all 3 versions because they're small. It's only 421 pieces, and they don't use all the pieces for each one. So, and I missed something. Okay, so that goes right like this. Okay. And then we put this guy, we're supposed to put him on the side of the sign here. Oh, yeah. Okay. And they want a battle scene in front of here. I'm not going to do the whole battle scene. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not going to do the whole battle scene. Not at all. I'm short one of the smaller pieces, so here we go. Oh, that goes up here for another minifigure. And let's do... Oh, Wolverine, okay. All right, like I said, I'm not going to do the whole entire battle scene, so it's pretty much this is it, because I'm not going to do the rest of the battle scene. All right, guys, here we go. We'll show you the whole entire thing up here, and up close and personal. All right. We've got the mansion totally built. 100%, except for the battle scene in the front with all the figures. So we've got the front of the mansion, which I think looks great. I think the front looks really good with the balcony. I love this dome. I love how it blows up when you push the back here. I don't want to do it because I've already done it before. And Never Too Old says Batmobile. I'm doing it with Batmobile too. That's funny, and we will do it. And the only criticism I have is how short or how narrow this is. I don't like the fact that the whole over half the plate is not used up. I really wish they would have gone 4 or 6 studs wider with this, but they didn't. So whatever. This is their build, not mine. Maybe I'll buy a second one and expand it accordingly. Here's the back end. These panels do come off on the jail over here for a breakout if you want to do it. This, sorry, looking at reverse. This does slide over on the inside, so it can Oh, I'm sorry. Reveal a different sticker there. Sorry, I'm getting tired. But guys, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here. Please hit the like button. If you feel like I've earned your subscription, subscribe. Guys, be looking out for my next live stream. We're going to do the Batmobile. Also tonight, if I can stay awake, I'm going to be doing this one here. And if you're still awake, having trouble sleeping, whatever, and you want me to help put you to sleep, watch the next one where I do this one, the 3-in-1, all three. Because I got 3 copies of it. You guys have a great night, and I'll catch you guys later. And be good to each other and stay safe out there.